Hi everybody, my name is John Paul. Welcome to Fat Loss Cooking Channel. For today's episode, I am going to show you how to make a cauliflower curry fried rice. Sounds delicious? It is delicious, trust me. Anyway, before we begin the cooking part, I would like to address a couple of things. First, the reason why I created this recipe is for people to get to make them eat more vegetables without them knowing it. The second part is to get to improve people's diet's ratio of protein to carbohydrates. Now, what's wrong with carbohydrates? There's nothing wrong with carbohydrates. Here's the thing. Majority of people don't need that many carbohydrates. Now, if you want to read more stuff about how many carbohydrates do you need, I highly suggest that you go visit Lyle McDonald's site on bodyrecomposition.com. Lyle has written an excellent detailed article about the subject. Now, let's begin the cooking part. Now, for the ingredients, the first ingredient is 12 ounces of finely chopped cauliflower. Now, in order to achieve this refinement, I highly suggest that you use a food processor. The second ingredient, you will need 1 tablespoon of curry powder. You will also need 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. You will also need 1 tablespoon of finely chopped onions. You will also need 1 tablespoon of finely chopped fresh garlic. You will also need 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. Now, if you don't have an access to a fish sauce, you can simply use salt, but I highly suggest that you use a fish sauce. You will also need 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. You will also need 1 ounce of frozen green peas. And you will also use a teaspoon of finely chopped scallions. Now, for the protein source, this is totally up to you. But in this case, I will use shrimps. So basically, this recipe is going to be a cauliflower curry fried rice seafood style. Now the next step is you are going to preheat the coconut oil and you are going to saute the garlic and onions. Now while we are sauteing the onions and garlic, you may want to put the curry powder and the cumin on the ground cauliflower and mix it all together. Don't be afraid to use your hands. This is more efficient this way. Now, after hand mixing the cauliflower with the curry powder and the cumin powder, you should be ready to be dumped in the frying pan. And simply stir fry it. You know, this recipe actually reminds me of the Thai fried rice. This recipe is actually very rich in flavor, not in calories. Now, you may also want to pour the fish sauce or the salt if you don't have an access to fish sauce. But you know, the fish sauce actually gives it a unique seafood flavor. If you actually like, you may actually add an egg on it. So it will be pretty much similar to the Chinese fried rice. Plus, the egg adds some protein in it. Now, I have also heard some Filipino friends out there that they think that rice is automatically fattening. Actually, this is false. Here's why. to most people, especially to most Filipinos who are really used to eating rice, I think their problem is more on behavioral. Now, what do you mean by behavioral? Thing is, since Filipinos like to eat rice, they tend to eat more of it. So what happens in reality is that they think that they're only eating a cup of rice, but the truth is they're eating 2 or 3 more servings of it. So what happens is that they are simply underestimating the total amount of calories that they are really eating. But it's not the rice that makes them fat. Now after about 4 minutes of stir frying the cauliflower fried rice, you may now start to add the green peas and the shrimp. And just keep on stir frying it for another 3 minutes or so. Now after another 3 minutes of stir frying everything, you will now have this very yummy cauliflower curry fried rice. Oh man, I can't wait to eat this thing. Now after crunching the numbers, the total calorie content came up to 302 calories with 25 grams of protein, with 15 grams of fat, and 22 grams of carbohydrates. Now see the difference if you are eating a fried rice, a regular fried rice as big as this, you are probably looking at around, let's say, about 600-700 calories instantly. Now, I hope you are enjoying my cooking videos, so I hope you share, you subscribe, and leave me feedbacks and suggestions for future recipes suggestions. Now, again, my name is John Paul. I will see you again in the next episode of Fat Loss Cooking Channel.